The breed of dog you choose will cost you somewhere between $15,000 and $80,000 over its lifetime. That number is not random. It is almost entirely determined by one decision you make before the dog sets foot in your house: which dog breed you pick. I once watched a friend cry over a Frenchie's cherry eye surgery quote. $2,800, the dog was 14 months old, and it was already the third specialist visit that year. He'd named the dog Rooster. I remember thinking, this is a dog. The part nobody explains while you're standing in a breeder's living room signing a check is this: the price of a dog and the price of owning a dog are two completely different numbers. Most of the shock, the why is this vet bill this much moment 3 years in, was baked in the day you picked the breed. 5 tiers of dog, what each one actually cost you. Level 1, the shelter mutt. Acquisition runs $50 to $500, and most of that fee is covering your spay, your neuter, your microchip, and your first round of vaccines. The dog itself is essentially free. Mixed breeds benefit from real genetic diversity. Hybrid vigor is not marketing, it's biology, and lifetime vet bills tend to reflect that. The American Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals puts the total lifetime cost of owning a medium-sized dog somewhere between $15,000 and $23,000. For a healthy shelter mutt, you are basically at that floor. Nothing dramatic, nothing exciting. The index fund of dogs. Level 2, the working class purebred. Labradors, golden retrievers, beagles, border collies, standard poodles. Acquisition runs $800 to $2,500 from a reputable breeder, meaning one who runs hip and elbow OFA scores on the parents, holds OFA eye certifications through what used to be called CERF, does cardiac panels, and shows you the paperwork. The Orthopedic Foundation for Animals, or OFA, is the certifying body here. If the breeder can't hand you those OFA health clearances, you are not talking to a reputable breeder. You may be talking to a puppy mill with a nice website. The Labrador Retriever was the American Kennel Club's #1 registered dog breed for 31 consecutive years, from 1991 all the way to 2021, when the French Bulldog finally dethroned it. There's a reason. These dogs are the reliable middle class of the species, known health issues that responsible breeders actively screen against. If you're searching, how much does a Labrador Retriever cost, or how much does a Golden Retriever cost, the honest answer is, the acquisition price is the smallest number you will ever write. Lifetime cost lands roughly at $25,000 to $35,000 over 12 to 14 years. You know exactly what you signed up for. Pet insurance for a healthy lab or golden runs roughly $30 to $60 a month. Call it $5,000 to $9,000 over the dog's life, and it is genuinely worth modeling into your budget at this tier. Level 3, the doodle. Golden doodle, Bernedoodle, Cavapoo, Sheepadoodle, anything with the word doodle glued onto the back of it. Acquisition is $2,500 to $6,000, and I have seen credentialed breeders quote 8. The pitch is airtight, hypoallergenic, low shed, all the temperament of a golden with none of the fur on your couch. Here is the math they leave out. That coat requires professional grooming every 6 to 8 weeks, or it mats into what is functionally a felt suit. $150 a session, 8 sessions a year, 12-year lifespan. That's $14,400 in haircuts alone. Not the food, not the vet, not the trainer, just haircuts. Also, the hypoallergenic claim mostly isn't true. A Henry Ford Hospital study published in 2011 measured airborne dog allergen in the homes of families with hypoallergenic breeds versus regular breeds and found essentially no difference between the two groups. You bought a 12-year haircut appointment and half the story. Level 4, the Instagram breed. French Bulldog, English Bulldog, Cavalier King Charles Spaniel, Pug. This is where Rooster lives. Acquisition, $3,500 to $8,000, and that's for the pet quality version. Show quality Frenchies in fashionable coat colors cross 20,000 routinely. If you've ever searched how much does a French Bulldog cost and then picked your jaw up off the floor, the price is not the punchline. What comes after the price is the punchline. What you are actually paying for is this. Over 80% of French Bulldog litters are delivered by cesarean section. The puppies' heads are too large for the pelvic canal of the mother. Breeders bake surgical delivery into the price of the whole litter. Brachycephalic airway syndrome, hip dysplasia, spinal disc disease. These are not rare complications. They are the baseline. Cavalier King Charles Spaniels develop a neurological condition called syringomyelia. The skull is literally too small for the brain to fit inside. A British veterinary neurologist named Dr. Claire Rusbridge has spent her career documenting it. Pet insurance premiums for a Frenchie run roughly 3 to 4 times what a Labrador owner pays for identical coverage. We are talking $90 to $150 a month before any deductibles. And some insurers have begun declining to write policies for brachycephalic dog breeds at all. Lifetime cost sits between $50,000 and $80,000 if nothing goes wrong. Here is the thing I want you to actually sit with for a second. You are not paying for the dog. You are prepaying the vet bill. Every tier up the ladder is a bet that you love this exact face on this exact animal enough to fund whatever comes with it for the next decade. Nobody says that out loud in the breeder's kitchen. They should. Level 5. The prestige animal. Tibetan Mastiff. Samoyed from champion bloodlines. Chow Chow. Lochin. An actual Italian import Cane Corso. Acquisition floor, $8,000. Ceiling, whatever your ego can absorb. In 2011, a red Tibetan Mastiff named Big Splash sold in the port city of Qingdao, China, for the equivalent of $1.5 million. That is not a typo. By 2014, a separate Tibetan Mastiff sale in Zhejiang province reached $1.9 million. These are not the ceiling. They are data points on a curve. The American reality is calmer. A top-shelf Tibetan Mastiff pup from a United States kennel with imported bloodlines runs $5,000 to $9,000, eats $70 of food a week, and needs to live in a yard because he is 180 pounds, and was originally bred to guard livestock at 15,000 feet of elevation. The Lochin is among the rarest American Kennel Club recognized dog breeds. Only a few hundred registered in the United States each year. Runs $3,000 to $6,000 and needs the exact same lion-cut grooming schedule as a doodle. Rare does not mean cheap to maintain. Rare means specialized. Specialized means every vet visit is a first for the vet, too. Rooster is 9 now, still alive. My friend has spent, by his own accounting, the spreadsheet is real, I've seen it, $42,000 on him. Surgeries, specialists, a French dermatologist, and an emotional support prescription for his wife. He would do it all again. He tells me every time we get lunch. He is not wrong to feel that way. He is just the guy who bought the tier and paid the tier's bill. Every dog you meet is a tier, and every tier is a bill. Now you know which one you are looking at.